Well, because of my membership in the Foreign Affairs Committee, when I first became a member, this is 22 years ago, I really wanted to be on the Foreign Affairs because I felt that there was no member whose roots are from the Asia-Pacific region that was on the Foreign Affairs Committee. And as I understood it, you had to serve at least 1 or 2 terms in order to qualify to be a member of the Foreign Affairs Committee. So I pleaded my case with the leadership. With Tip O'Neill, I felt that there needs to be some diversity here, or infusion of the Asia-Pacific, if you will, and so they allowed me to be a member of the Foreign Affairs Committee. Now, what was interesting is that when I got into the committee, nobody wanted to be on the Asia-Pacific Subcommittee. Well, I shouldn't say nobody, but the fact was that the 2 subcommittees that members really did not want to be members of was Asia-Pacific and Africa. Because the entire mentality of Washington 22 years ago when I first became was Europe and the Middle East. Asia-Pacific was not even on the map. It wasn't even on the radar screen. If we weren't bashing the Japanese, we were bashing the Chinese. It was never a positive sense of wanting to deal with the Asia-Pacific region. So I will say that Steve Solars, God bless his heart, he just passed away recently, was chairman of the Asia-Pacific Subcommittee, and I kind of more or less have been taking water for him for just learning, and very, very hard worker, but the most recognized expert on Asia-Pacific issues in the Congress that I was aware of. And because he did a lot of traveling, he really did his homework and was very familiar with the issues affecting the Asia-Pacific region. And I suspect one reason, if you look at the history, America has never had a positive relationship really with the Asia-Pacific region. We can go further back than Commodore Perry, but bringing it upward to the fact that the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor in 1941, okay? After that disaster, and then the Korean War, which to this day still has not been solved. And then, of course, the Vietnam War really was another serious problem that we were never able. So I in my perspective, I think when we talk about Asia-Pacific, look, we passed laws that even denying any Chinese even to immigrate to this country. So I think there's, on balance, there's a lot of racial feelings about people coming from the Asia-Pacific region, unfortunately, but that's the reality that we're faced with. So now there's about 15 million Asia-Pacific Americans in this country, which I'm very proud of and part of. And the bottom line, are we making a contribution to make this country better? I believe we are. And I believe we'll continue to do this.